The bell rang and chairs scraped across the floor as everyone rushed out. I packed my notebook slowly, trying not to notice her. Miss Harrington stood at the board, erasing chalk with steady strokes. Her blouse clung to her back under the afternoon light. I told myself not to stare, but when she turned, her eyes caught mine. She didn't look away. "Adrian," she said, her voice low, "stay a moment." I froze halfway out the door. "Did I do something wrong?" "Not at all. I just want a word." I stepped back inside, shutting the door behind me. The room felt different without the noise of the others, like it belonged to just the two of us. She sat on the edge of her desk, one leg crossed, watching me too closely. "You've been quiet in class," she said. "I usually am," I answered, gripping my bag strap. "Quiet is fine, but distracted is not." Her eyes narrowed. "Is something distracting you?" My throat tightened. "No, just school." "School," she repeated, tilting her head. That's the answer everyone gives when they don't want to talk. "I'm fine, Miss Harrington." Her lips curved slightly. "Are you sure?" "Yes." She leaned forward, lowering her voice. "Then why do you look at me the way you do?" My heart pounded. "What way?" "Like you're waiting for me to say something I shouldn't." I couldn't breathe for a moment. "I don't. You do." She smiled faintly. "It's written all over you." I stepped back, my shoulders against the chalkboard. "Maybe I should go." "You could," she said calmly, "or you could answer me honestly." "About what?" "About whether you want me to stop noticing you." The air in the room pressed down on me. I shook my head. "You're my teacher. I know exactly who I am." Her tone was sharp but soft at the same time. "The question is, do you know who you are right now?" I swallowed hard. "I'm a student, 18, adult, old enough to know what you want." She uncrossed her legs, stepping closer. "So tell me, Adrian, do you want me to stop?" I forced myself to meet her eyes. "Yes," she smirked. "You're lying." "I'm not." "You think I don't see it?" "The way your chest rises when I walk past. The way you hold your pen too tight when I call your name. It's the way your eyes dart away but come back a second later." I clenched my fists. "You shouldn't be saying this." "You're right, I shouldn't." Her hand brushed the corner of the desk. "But I am." I stepped sideways, searching for escape, but her perfume wrapped around me. "What do you want from me?" I asked. She held my gaze. "Nothing." "Truth? I don't know what you mean." "Yes, you do." She moved a fraction closer. "You've been curious. I've seen it. You've wondered what would happen if the rules bent, just once. You're imagining things." "Am I?" She tilted her head, studying me. "You're shaking. It's not imagination." "Should go." Her hand lifted, stopping inches from my arm. She didn't touch me, but it felt like she did. One choice, Adrian. Stay and listen, or walk out and pretend this never happened. I couldn't move. My body was split between terror and a pull I couldn't resist. "What if someone finds out?" "They won't," she said quickly. "Because this stays between us." The words sank deep. "Between us?" "Yes. You don't tell anyone. You don't even hint. You carry it quietly, like I do." Swallowed. "And if I don't agree?" She finally touched me, a light brush of her fingers against my wrist. "Then you leave. But if you do, you'll keep wondering." Her touch burned through me. "This isn't right." "Maybe not." She leaned closer, her voice dropping to a whisper. "But it feels real, doesn't it?" I couldn't answer. Her lips almost grazed my ear as she added, "You decide, Adrian, right now." The classroom felt like it was closing in. My heart hammered so loudly, I thought she could hear it. I pulled my hand away, but the warmth lingered. She smiled knowingly, stepping back just enough to let me breathe. "I won't push you, but I won't lie either. See you differently." I stared at her, my chest tight. "Why me?" "Because you listen. Because you're not like the others. Because I catch myself thinking of you when I shouldn't." Words hit me like a wave. "That's not fair." "No," she agreed, her voice soft. "But it's the truth." I shook my head. "You'll get caught, not if you're careful." "Careful?" She leaned in, brushing past me as if she was leaving, but her lips stopped just beside my ear. The faintest trace of her perfume filled my lungs. "Careful," she whispered, "means no one ever knows." Then she walked toward the door, her heels tapping lightly. She didn't look back, but her voice carried across the room. "Class is dismissed." I stood frozen, the echo of her words locked inside me. She had crossed a line, and now so had I, just by standing still. Asterisk, the last bell rang and the room emptied fast. I shoved my books into my bag, ready to leave. Adrian, her voice cut through the noise. I looked up. Miss Harrington stood by. Her desk, papers in hand, eyes on me. "Stay a moment." My chest tightened. Did I do something wrong? No. Just stay. The door closed behind the last student. The silence pressed heavy. She set the papers down and pulled the blinds. Halfway. My breath caught. "Sit," she said, pointing to the front row. I sat, trying to steady my hands. "You're distracted again," she said softly. "I'm not. You are. I notice these things. Shh. You look like your mind is elsewhere." "I've just had a lot on my mind." "Then tell me." I frowned.
Tell you what keeps you awake?
"What makes you stare out the window when you think I'm not watching?" "I don't think that's important." She stepped closer. "It is to me." I forced a laugh. "You're my teacher. You shouldn't care about what I think when I'm not in class." "That's where you're wrong." She sat on the edge of the desk, right in front of me. Her knees nearly touched mine. "I do care." My throat felt dry. "Why?" "Because I see you hiding." Her voice softened. "From your classmates, from yourself, and from me." "I'm not hiding." "You are." She studied me carefully. "Tell me about your family." "What about them? Do they listen to you?" I hesitated. "Sometimes. Only sometimes they're busy. My dad works nights. My mom takes extra shifts. I don't want to bother them." Her gaze lingered on me. "And that's why you keep everything to yourself." I shifted in my seat. "Why do you want to know this?" "Because I want to understand you." I shook my head.
Ouch! That's not normal.
"Neither is the way you look at me," she said sharply, then softened again. "But I don't mind." Heat rushed through my chest. "You shouldn't say that." "Maybe not. But I'd rather be honest." I looked at the floor. "You make it sound like I've done something wrong." "Not wrong." She leaned forward, lowering her voice. "Human," I swallowed. "You talk like this with all your students?" Her eyes hardened. "No, just you." "Why me?" "Because you listen when I speak, because you don't interrupt. Because when I ask a question, you actually think before answering. Do you know how rare that is? You're making me uncomfortable." "Good. Comfort is the enemy of truth." Her words cut deep. I looked up and found her eyes softer now, almost pleading. "I'm not the person people think I am." She whispered, "You see that, don't you?" I hesitated. "Maybe." She smiled faintly. "I was engaged once. Thought I knew what my life would look like. Thought I had everything planned. And then one day he walked out. No warning, no goodbye. Just gone." I shifted. "I'm sorry." She laughed bitterly. "Don't be. He did me a favor. Showed me how temporary people can be." "That sounds painful." It was. The pain teaches you who you are. "And you, Adrian, you look like someone who knows pain too." My jaw clenched. "You don't know." "Me." Her hand reached forward, brushing the inside of my wrist. My pulse leapt under her touch. "I want to," she said quietly. I pulled back slightly. "This isn't right." "Then leave." Her voice was calm. "Stand up, walk out, and forget this ever happened." I stayed seated. Her eyes searched mine. "You're still here." "I don't know why." "Yes, you do." Her fingers traced. My wrist again, slower this time. "Because you want to be seen, and I see you," I whispered. "Someone could walk in. It won't. You don't know that." I locked the door. My chest tightened. "You planned this?" Maybe. She leaned back in her chair, still holding my gaze. "Or maybe I was just waiting to see if you'd stay." I shook my head. "You're playing a dangerous game." Danger makes things real. She smiled faintly. Don't you feel it? The air between us. Heavy. Electric. I tried to breathe steadily. You shouldn't say these things, and yet I do. Why are you telling me all this? Her smile faded, because I can't tell anyone else. Like if I tell colleagues. I look weak. If I tell friends, they pity me. But you listen without judgment. That doesn't make it right. No, she admitted, voice breaking slightly. But it makes it real. I sat frozen, caught between her vulnerability and the heat of her closeness. She tilted her head. Promise me something, what? Her eyes locked onto mine. Promise me you won't tell a soul. I stared at her, unable to speak. Say it, she pressed. The room was too quiet. My heart beat too loud. I promise. Slowly, as if I'd given her everything she wanted. Good. Then this stays between us. The library was quiet, except for the faint hum of the air conditioning. I sat at a corner table, flipping through notes I wasn't reading. A chair scraped beside me. I didn't need to look up to know it was her. You always sit here, miss, Harrington whispered, sliding into the seat. My chest tightened. You shouldn't be here. No one's watching. That's not the point. Her shoulder brushed mine as she leaned over. Then what is? I closed my notebook. If someone sees you this close, it looks wrong. Does it feel wrong? I shifted in my seat. Yes. Her smile was faint. Then why haven't you moved? I don't want trouble. You already have it, she murmured, her eyes flicking to my lips before returning to mine. I pushed my chair back slightly. You're pushing too far. You think I care about lines? Stopped caring a long time ago. I lowered my voice. This isn't a game. Then why does it make your heart race like one? Before I could respond, footsteps echoed near the shelves. She leaned in close, her hair brushing my arm. Relax, she whispered. They'll walk past. I froze, praying no one turned the corner. Steps faded. She leaned back, calm as if nothing happened. You like the danger? She said. Double quotes. No, I don't. Yes, you do. Or you wouldn't still be sitting here. I clenched my fists. You think you know me? I know more than you want me to. Like, what? That you've been smiling less around your friends? That you don't eat lunch with them anymore? That you avoid their questions? Her words pierced me. Stop watching me. She tilted her head. Maybe I can't. The door creaked on the other side of the room. Clara walked in carrying a stack of books. My stomach dropped. Miss Harrington's expression barely changed. She only whispered, Act normal. Clara spotted me and walked over, setting the books down on the table. You've been hard to find, she said. I've been busy. With what? Her eyes flicked to the side, lingering on Miss Harrington, studying. Yes. Clara frowned. Funny. You never cared about extra study sessions before. Miss Harrington leaned back in her chair, calm and polite. I was just helping him with his essay draft. Clara didn't look convinced, right? She turned to me. We need to talk later. About what? You know what? She picked up her books again and walked off. Her shoulders stiff. The silence between us grew heavier. She suspects, I muttered. Miss Harrington smiled faintly. Then let her, are you insane? Maybe? She leaned closer again, but she doesn't have proof. I glared at her. Why are you so calm about this? Because I know how to keep secrets. Confidence unsettled me. What if I don't want this secret anymore? Her eyes narrowed. You do? I'm not sure. She reached for her bag on the floor. She adjusted it. Something inside caught my eye. A photo slipped out, just barely visible under the zipper. My breath caught. It was me, sitting outside on the school steps, headphones on, taken from a distance. What is that? I asked sharply. She froze. Nothing. I grabbed it before she could stop me. This is me. When did you take this? Her eyes locked on mine, unblinking. Last week. Why? Because you were too far away to talk to. That's not normal. I don't care about normal. I shoved the photo back at her. This isn't healthy. She slid it into her bag calmly. And yet, you're still here. I lowered my voice. You're obsessed. Maybe, she said quietly, but so are you. I'm not. You are. Every time you stay late. Every time you don't walk away. Every time. You let me sit this close without pushing me off. Slam my notebook shut. This has to stop. Her hand caught my wrist, firm and steady. No, it doesn't. I tried to pull back. You're scaring me. Her grip loosened, but she didn't let go. Good fear means you understand how serious this is. Why me? I demanded. Why not anyone else? Her eyes softened. Because I chose you? Because you remind me what it feels like to want something you shouldn't? My chest tightened. You'll ruin me. Or save you? I shook my head. This isn't saving. Her hand slid away slowly, as if reluctant. You think you understand me, Adrian? But you don't. Not yet. Then tell me. Her lips curved faintly, but her eyes darkened. You have no idea how much I've risked for you. Her words hung heavy in the silence. I couldn't tell. If it was a warning or a promise. Asterisk, the last of the students hurried out of the classroom. I stayed behind, stacking my books slower than usual. She leaned against her desk, eyes fixed on me. Still pretending you're in a rush? Miss Harrington asked. I should be going, I said, but I didn't move. Her lips curved faintly. I'll drive you, it's late. That's not a good idea. She picked up her keys. It wasn't a question. My heart pounded as I followed her outside. The parking lot was almost empty. She unlocked her car and gestured for me to get in. I hesitated, then slid into the passenger seat. The engine started. Silence inside the car was heavy. She kept her eyes on the road, but her hand brushed mine when she shifted gears. I pulled my hand back quickly. Don't. Her voice was calm. Don't. What? You know what? You're shaking because this is wrong. Wrong feels a lot like alive, doesn't it? I stared out the window, fighting my own pulse. If someone sees us, no. One will, you can't be sure. She smirked. You worry too much. The streetlights passed over her face in flashes. Her voice dropped lower. Do you want me to stop offering you rides? Yes, I said quickly. Her hand brushed the gear shift again, just grazing my knuckles. Liar, I pulled my hand into my lap. Stop testing me. She turned the wheel. Sharply pulling up in front of my house, the car idled. I reached for the door handle, but her voice stopped me. You don't want to get out yet. I froze. What makes you so sure? 'Cause you haven't moved. I looked at her. Her eyes were locked on mine, unblinking. Adrian, she said softly, you keep waiting for me to cross the line first. I whispered, you already have. Her lips curved slightly. Not far enough. The air in the car felt thick. Chest tightened. Someone could see us here, and close your eyes and forget the world. I shook my head. You're dangerous. Her voice was quiet but firm. You like it? Before I could respond, my phone lit up on the seat beside me. Clara's name flashed across the screen. I answered quickly. Hello? Her voice was sharp. Where are you? Heading home? With who? By myself? Liar, she snapped. I heard her car outside the school. You're with her. My stomach dropped. Clara, it's not what you think. Then what is it? Tell me. Glanced at Miss Harrington. She was watching me, a faint smile playing on her lips. Clara, I'll explain later. You'd better, she warned. Because if you don't, I will figure it out myself. She hung up. The silence in the car was deafening. Down slowly, she knows, I muttered. She suspects, Miss Harrington corrected. There's a difference. You don't understand. Clara has known me my whole life. She'll dig until she finds the truth. Her smile faded. Then make sure she doesn't. I turned to her. Why are you so calm? Because you'll protect me. You're insane. Her eyes burned into mine. Tell me I'm wrong. I opened my mouth, but no words came out. Exactly, she whispered. I shoved the door open, stepping out onto the pavement. The cold air hit me hard. She rolled down the window slowly. Adrian looked back reluctantly. She leaned closer, her voice low. Don't let her take you away from me. Then she reached out, pulled me in just enough, and kissed my cheek. Slow and deliberate. I froze, caught between panic and the heat of her closeness. Her whisper lingered. "This is ours. Remember that." I opened my locker and froze. Folded piece of paper rested on my books, ink smudged from someone's hurried hand. "Meet me tonight." My chest tightened. I crumpled the note quickly, shoving it into my pocket before anyone saw. Clara walked up behind. "Me? What was that?" "Nothing. Homework schedule." "Homework doesn't make you blush," she said. "I'm just tired." She narrowed her eyes. "You've been tired for weeks." I slammed my locker shut. "Drop it, Clara." She didn't. "If you're lying to me, I'll know." Her words followed me the whole day. By night I still went. The room Miss Harrington chose wasn't a classroom. It was one of those unused faculty lounges tucked away, blinds half closed. Lamps cast a warm glow across the walls. Record played softly in the corner. A bottle of wine sat on the table, 2 glasses untouched. She stepped closer. "I was afraid you wouldn't come. You shouldn't have, but you did, because you asked." She smiled faintly. "That's enough." I moved past her, scanning the room. "What is all this?" "A chance for honesty," she said. "Honesty." She touched the back of the chair. "You see me every day, but never as me. Tonight I want you to." I swallowed hard. "You're still my teacher." "Not." "Here, that doesn't change what you are." She tilted her head. "It changes what I am to you." I shook my head. "You're playing with fire." She stepped closer, her hand brushing mine. "Tell me to stop." I didn't. Her breath brushed my ear. That's what I thought. I caught her wrist gently. "You're already in?" she whispered. Before I could answer, I caught movement near the blinds. A shadow flickered against the glass. My blood ran cold. "Clara," my voice cracked. "We aren't alone," Miss Harrington frowned. "What do you mean?" "It's outside, someone's there." She crossed the room in 2 strides, peering through the slats. "No one." "She's here," I muttered. "Who?" I swallowed. "Clara." Her face shifted. Not to panic, but something sharper. "She followed you." "Yes." Miss Harrington turned back, her voice lower. "Then let her see." I stared at her. "Are you insane?" "If she knows, she already suspects. Better a truth she can't control than whispers she spreads." I stepped back. "You don't understand. Clara isn't just some girl. She knows me." "Then let her know you chose me." My heart raced. I never said that. She closed the distance between us, fingertips grazing my jaw. "Say it." Clenched my fists. "Stop." Her eyes burned. "You want to say it?" "No." Her touch lingered anyway. "You're trembling." "Not from fear." Turn my face away. "You're twisting everything. I'm giving you what you want." "What if she tells someone?" "Then we burn together," she whispered. The music spun slower, every note digging into my chest. Through the glass, the shadow shifted again. Clara hadn't left. She was still there, still watching. I whispered, "She'll never forgive me." Miss Harrington leaned closer, her breath warm on my cheek. "She's not the one you want forgiveness from." I felt trapped between 2 worlds. Clara's loyalty outside, Miss Harrington's intensity inside. Her lips hovered an inch from mine. "Say I'm yours." My voice broke. "I can't." "You can," she pressed. "No." Her tone sharpened. "Then she wins. This isn't a game." Her hand slid to my neck, not rough, but unyielding. "Every choice has a winner and a loser. Who do you choose?" The blinds rattled faintly. Clara had moved again. My chest ached. My thoughts tearing in two, Miss Harrington whispered, "Say it, or lose me forever." My throat closed, words clawing to escape. Through the window, saw Clara's reflection, her face pale in the dark, watching everything. I froze. Miss Harrington's eyes never left me. "Say it," and I realized the line was gone. I had already crossed it. Clara caught me outside the library the next morning, Adrian. Her voice was sharp enough to cut through the noise of the courtyard. I turned. "What? Don't play dumb. I saw you." My stomach flipped. You don't know what you saw. Her eyes burned into me. I saw her. I saw you. Do you think I'm blind? Clara, lower your voice. Why? So no one hears that you're being used. Pulse hammered. It's not like that. Is exactly like that. She's your teacher. She's manipulating you. I stepped closer, forcing calm. You don't understand. I understand enough. I understand you're throwing everything away for her. You don't know what's happening between us. Her voice cracked. Then tell me. I faltered. Can't. That's because the truth would destroy you. The silence pressed down like a weight. She whispered, I'm not letting her ruin you. My throat tightened. What does that mean? It means I'll tell someone if you won't stop this? I grabbed her wrist. Clara, don't. She yanked away. You're not thinking clearly. I'm saving you by ruining me. Stopping her before she ruins both of us. Her words dug deeper than I wanted to admit. Later that day, I found Miss Harrington waiting near the back exit of the gym. You look like hell, she said. Clara knows. Her jaw tightened. What did she say? She threatened to tell. Miss Harrington's eyes darkened. Then you need to control her. She's not someone I can control. You'd better find a way. 'Cause if this comes out, Adrian, it won't just be my career destroyed. It will be you. I froze. What are you saying? She leaned closer. You think the school will see you as a victim? They'll call you a willing participant? They'll brand you forever. My chest tightened. You're trying to scare me. I'm trying to protect you. Or yourself. Her lips thinned. Both. Don't act like you're innocent in this. You came to me. I came because you asked. You stayed because you wanted. I swallowed hard. That doesn't make this right. She reached out, fingers brushing my arm. Right and wrong don't matter now. Only survival does. I stepped back. You sound like you've done this before. Her eyes flickered. Careful. The unease spread through me like fire. That night, Clara texted me. Meet me now. I went. She was waiting under the bleachers, arms crossed, expression hard. You're killing yourself. She said you don't get it. I get that she's dangerous. You don't know her. I know what I saw. I know what I found. She pulled something from her backpack, a small envelope. What is that? I asked. Proof. I hesitated. Proof of what? She shoved the photo into my hand, Miss Harrington. With another boy? His arm around her, her hand on his chest. My throat closed. Where did you get this? Clara's voice shook. Does it matter? She's done this before. You're not the first. You're just the next. I stared at the photo, the edges digging into my palm. The weight of it heavier than anything I'd ever held. Clara whispered, Now tell me I'm wrong. I couldn't. I stormed into her classroom after the last bell. Tell me the truth. Miss Harrington looked up from her desk. About what? I slammed the photo down. About this. Her eyes flickered to the picture, then back to me. Where did you get that? It doesn't matter? Did it happen? Her lips parted, then closed again. She leaned back slowly. Yes. The air left my lungs. So Clara was right. Her voice softened. Not in the way you think. Shook my head. Don't twist it. I'm not. That boy meant nothing. It was years ago. Years ago. You've done this before. Her voice broke. Adrian, look at me. You're different. It's why this matters now. I stared at her. How can I believe that? 'Cause I'm telling you the truth. No, the truth is, you've crossed this line before. I thought I meant something. I thought I was the only one. You're the only one now. I laughed, bitterly now, until the next one. She stood, closing the distance. Don't say that, I have to, 'cause it's what I'm thinking every second. Her hand reached for mine. Please, don't let a mistake from my past erase what we have. I pulled away. What we have is poisoned. Her eyes filled with tears. You don't mean that? I don't know what I mean anymore. The door opened behind me. Clara stepped in. Finally, she said, You see it? Miss Harrington's face hardened. Get out. No, Clara said. He deserves to hear the truth. Already? Told him. You told him just enough to keep him hooked. It's what you do, isn't it? Clara, stop, I said. She looked at me, her voice trembling. You deserve better than this. Is using you the same way she used him. Miss Harrington whispered, You don't understand, Clara snapped back. I understand perfectly. You're lonely, you're desperate, and you're dragging him down with you. Her words cut through me. Miss Harrington's tears spilled. Yes, I'm lonely. Is that what you want to hear? I go home to an empty house. I wake up to silence. I needed someone to see me, and he did. Her voice shook as she turned to me. You did. I swallowed hard. So all of this was about filling a void. Her lips trembled. No, it became more than that. You became more than that. Clara stepped closer, standing between us. She'll keep saying that until you can't tell the difference between love and control. Clara, don't, I muttered. Her eyes locked on mine. Walk away, before she takes everything from you. Miss Harrington's voice cracked. Adrian, don't listen to her. I need you, I shouted. Stop. Both of them froze. I lowered my voice. I don't know who to believe. Clara's tones softened. Believe yourself. You saw the photo. You felt the lies. Miss Harrington whispered, believe what you feel when you're with me. That's real. That's us. My chest ached. You're tearing me apart. She stepped forward, tears streaming. Because you matter to me. You matter more than anyone has in years. Clara grabbed my arm. She said the same thing to him, Adrian. Don't you get it? I looked at the photo again. It's that boy's smile, her hand on him. The same intimacy, I thought, was mine alone. Tell me one thing, I said to her. Did you tell him he was different too? Her silence was louder than any scream. My voice cracked. You did? She wiped her face. I was wrong then. I'm not wrong about you. Clara's grip tightened on me. She'd never stop. If you won't end it, I will. The words hit like a knife. I stared at Clara, then at Miss Harrington. Caught between two worlds collapsing at once. Asterisk, the night it all came crashing down felt like a blur of voices, flashes, and accusations. I grabbed Clara's arm as she stormed. Through the hallway? Clara, what did you do? Her jaw tightened. I told the truth. You didn't have to take it this far. She spun on me. If I didn't, she would have kept pulling you under. I felt my chest tighten. Now everyone knows. It's everywhere. The whispers, the looks. Do you have any idea what this means for me? Clara's voice trembled. I was trying to save you. I shook my head. Save me or punish her? Both. She admitted. The words hit me like a slap. Miss Harrington's door burst open. She stepped into the corridor, pale and furious, holding her phone. It's online already. Do you see this? Do you understand what you've done? Clara met her stare without flinching. I exposed you. You destroyed me. No, Clara said. You destroyed yourself the day you crossed that line. Miss Harrington's eyes darted to me. Tell me you didn't know about this. Whispered, I didn't. Her voice cracked.
Ow!
You let her do this to me? I couldn't stop her. You didn't even try. Clara cut in sharply. Don't make this about him. You were the adult. You had the power. You abused it. Miss Harrington's voice rose, desperate. You think you're a hero? You've ruined my life? Clara's hands shook, but her words stayed steady. You ruined his first. I closed my eyes, listening to them fire back and forth, each word. Like a stone crushing me deeper, Miss Harrington turned to me, her voice softening. Adrian, please. You know I cared for you. Tell me that meant something. My throat felt tight. It meant everything until I found out I wasn't the first. Tears spilled. You are the one I loved. I need you to believe that. Clara pulled me back. Don't listen. She'll drag you down again. Miss Harrington's voice cracked with fury. He belongs with me, not you, Clara shouted. He doesn't belong to anyone. The hallway grew silent, only our breaths filling the air. I whispered, I don't belong anywhere right now. Miss Harrington's knees buckled as she sank against the wall, sobbing. They'll take everything from me. My job, my reputation, my life. Clara didn't waver. You did this to yourself. I stared at Miss Harrington, broken on the floor. A part of me wanted to help her, to comfort her, but another part screamed that she had taken something from me I could never reclaim. I finally said, I can't fix this for you, Her tear-filled eyes lifted to mine. Ah! So you're leaving. Me? Yes, she whispered. Don't. Please. I turned away. It's over. The headlines came fast. Teachers whispering in staff rooms. Students snickering in hallways. Reporters parked outside the gates. Her name became a scandal. My face blurred in shadows of gossip. Clara stayed close, but I barely spoke. Each day felt heavier than the last. One night, Clara sat beside me. You should hate me for what I... Did I look at her? I don't hate you. Just don't know how to feel. Her eyes softened. You're free now, am I? I asked. She reached for my hand, but stopped midway. You will be one day. Months passed. Seasons changed. Whispers faded. She disappeared from the town's conversation, replaced by the next headline, but not from my mind. The day I saw her again was colder than I imagined. I had gone to the park, the same one I used to walk through on my way to school. She sat alone on a bench, her coat too thin for the wind, her face pale, thinner, smaller than I remembered. She looked up. Adrian, I froze. Her smile was faint, almost ghostly. You came. I didn't know you'd be here. Neither did I. Sometimes I sit here, waiting for the world to look at me the way it used to. Her voice was fragile. You don't. Look the same, I said quietly. I'm not the same. She studied me with tired eyes. You are. Stronger. Colder, maybe. But still you, I swallowed. Why are you talking to me? Because I don't have anyone else. That's not my fault. No, she whispered. It's mine. I felt anger rise, then fade into something heavier. You took something. From me, something I can't get back. Her eyes glistened. I know, do you? Yes, and I live with it every day. For a moment, silence stretched between us, broken only by the wind. Then she leaned closer, her voice barely audible. This stays between us. Same words she once said when it all began. But this time, I didn't hesitate. No, I said. It ends here. She flinched. So you're really gone? I was gone the moment Clara showed me the truth. Her lips trembled. Then this is goodbye. I turned my back and walked away, her figure shrinking behind me until it vanished. Later, that night, lying awake, I let the weight of everything settle. Clara's warnings, her betrayal, Miss Harrington's fall, my own scars. I whispered to myself, some secrets aren't ours to keep. They keep us until we break free. And for the first time in months, I felt free.